Now we're talking about we talked about the outside drawing. All right, this is going to be our inside perspective drawing. This is also using 2-point. Depending on where you're sitting, you might end up with 1 point, but I took a picture for 2-point. I have 2 different pictures on there. One's a little more difficult, one's a little easier. Okay, notice that if you're working from this picture, your perspective is a little bit different because I'm standing when I took this photo. I'm not sitting on the ground like a lot of the other students are going to be working with. And so, as always, I'm going to start by defining my drawing space, which I'm finding out is pretty dang important when you're working on a recording, because you kind of need to know what people can see when you're drawing. Because I was doing one of my drawings earlier way down here and I had to reshoot this whole thing. So now I've got, if this is the midpoint of my drawing, I'm going to move my horizon line just up a little bit because I'm standing in this drawing. So I'm going to put it somewhere about right there. Let me make that just a touch darker for you. Okay, so there's my horizon line. Now, when I'm drawing this, a goofy thing we need to think about is, maybe you can slide this up to demonstrate this. If I have a drawing, right here, like this, and I have a horizon line going in the middle, and I'm drawing the inside corner like we're looking at here, I'm still going to start with my vertical, okay? But my points are here, and they're here. What's going to happen is this part, I'm dashing it because you don't really see it in your drawing, hits this vertical right here, and then comes out. This does the same thing. It comes here, comes out like that. So that's how you go about drawing this when you're drawing the inside corner. Seems a little weird because you're lining up this left side with the right side's vanishing point. But that's how you would go about doing it. Okay, I don't know if you can see that too well. Hopefully you can. Zoom in a little bit here. Right? That's how we're going to knock out this corner. You can even kind of see it up there next to the picture, how it is. So, I got my horizon line in. I'm going to start with this corner that's about right there where the opening is. Now, I know I got quite a bit above and quite a bit below, like that. I could see, if I'm looking at my picture here, I've got an angle that's about like this. It's not too extreme. Going off this way, which you kind of can see, kind of can't because of the picture. I've got another one, the floor angle. It seems to actually be coming in like this. I found that out by using my pencil. Alright, I've got this side, hold it up, looking, it's about right there. It's just a touch flatter it feels. And then here. There is my vertical a little bit there. There's my drawing, or there's my base, I guess. Now, if I want to carve out where this doorway is to the hallway, right, that's in the very middle of my drawing, I can take and put a little bit of a gap here, perfectly vertical. I can see by looking at this picture that there's not much room between the ceiling and this, so I'm going to come this way, and it's going to angle along with this roof, or with the ceiling. Find out about how wide it is. Lay in my drawing. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I've got this part here sticking out. I'm going to continue this line in until it disappears. So I'm going to have something like this that skips this middle piece, starts here and comes through. That makes this feel like, when I erase this line out, that's what gives me that feeling that I can walk in between there. And I am having a heck of a time getting my verticals to go in right. Okay. Crappy lines, but there they are. So, if I want to put in Miss Brown's door here, I'm going to do the same thing, and I can draw it open or I can draw it closed. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to have a little bit of space here, so I'll start my next one here. It's the same height as the hallway, so I can use the same sort of line. I can kind of ghost it over a little bit. Erase this part in the middle. Right. Find out how wide I want it to be. It is a door, so it's a little narrow. And there's her room, right? And you can even tell the difference between the tile down here and the carpet. So we can even leave that line in there. We can bring this door back in a little bit, though, if we wanted. At an angle. So there's that side. Now, a little trickier part is going to be this trophy case over here. So I'm going to find where the trophy case meets the wall on the back side here. So it comes up and touches the wall here. And it is as tall as the wall. So, as you can see, I've got a line that comes here. Now, it comes out, right, because the very back panel we can't see, comes out from this part, and it points the same direction as this wall. So it actually comes out this way. And then I bring the drawing this way. I can erase this line here and this line here. Now what's nice is this is glass, so you can kind of see these lines in this drawing. Now I know the front of the glass panel points the same way this does. I know the front down here, sorry I need to turn my paper, points the same way that does. And so I have, if I scoot over a little bit, I have my drawing like that. Okay. Then all I need to do is find my shelves. Okay, so if I have a shelf right here, I can kind of see the top of it. So it's going to angle like this, angle like this. It's going to be a little flatter than down here because it's closer to our horizon line. This one's going to come like this, off my page, and boom, there you go. There's the basic structure. You know, now everything should start to come together easier. You can do all the little details, you know, making this have a dark black border like around the doorway there. You can make this a little bit thicker so it has some wood to it. That kind of stuff all gets real easy. Whether you want to put the pillar in there is kind of up to you. On mine, the pillar would probably just be right here, and you wouldn't see the bottom or the top of it. So I probably would just edit it out. Okay? And that's something I don't know if I talked about well enough in the last one. Feel free to edit things out. When you're doing the outside drawing, you know, putting that green electrical junction box up front is probably not a good idea. So make sure you use your artistic discretion to go ahead and edit stuff out if you need it. There's the basic structure, right? The very basic simples. Get those knocked out before you start jumping into details, because you don't want to find out this door's in the wrong place after you've added a bunch of wood grain to it, okay? Get that knocked out, you're good to go.